As a matter of fact, don't even go out. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Hey, everybody. I've got an echo here. I'm gonna move something here right quick. Hold on. Bear with me. Hey. All right. So today we were so Shane was going to join us, but I got a text not too long ago that something came up, and so he's not going to be able to join us, but we still want to make his recipe, which is easy vegan Mexican street corn salad.
Yeah.
So I've been wanting to make this recipe honestly for a while now. I don't remember when exactly he posted it, but I remember seeing it posted and like, I gotta try this salad. I mean, it just looks so good. The pictures on his website look amazing. And then the ingredients, I mean, all of his recipes are super simple. And so, it's one of those where you can, you don't have to put a lot of time and labor into it. Now, Cersei, I will tell you, I made a decision I think I decided this morning that I was going to make our Cuban black beans to go with it. Cause I'm planning on eating this for dinner tonight.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, how to eat the salad. I didn't make any beans. Like, you just eat it just like that with the corn. I was curious about that.
Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna treat it. I'll have to taste it, but what's in my head right now is like taking the Cuban black beans and just making a bowl of beans and then scooping like a nice generous thing of salad right on top of it. Because here, up here in the Northwest, it's still the 40s, and I think today we might have broke 50 degrees, so it's still kind of cold. Although this salad I can eaten, I think it's more popular maybe in the summer, but I mean, I'm planning to make it here when it's kind of chilly out. So that's kind of what's in my head. I also think it would make a great like Buddha bowl. Like I didn't make any. I made big. Yeah. So I think there's lots you can do with this salad. So it's just limited by your imagination, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So this recipe, I'm just looking at the ingredients or looking at the instructions. So preheated oven at 425 degrees, and you want to line a baking sheet with parchment paper and corn. So his recipe uses canned corn. So it's just sweet corn that
I got the
that I.
Go ahead.
That's fine. I'm sure that's fine. You might need to like rinse it under hot water to thaw it a little bit.
Yeah.
Possibly. I'm not sure. I was wondering like how this would fare in the air fryer. I guess it would.
I put it in the air fryer.
So maybe it's not a good idea.
Are you doing yours in the oven or the air fryer?
Oh, you did. I'm doing mine in the oven. Okay,
I'm doing mine in the air fryer.
In the air fryer. That way we can compare.
Can you hear me?
Sweet. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's supposed to hang out in the oven for about 20 minutes. And then I'm not sure with the air fryer, probably a little bit less. Maybe check it. What are you planning on?
I just put it on. It might be the same because I put it on 350 because just lower. So it's
a lower temperature.
Yeah, lower temperature. So if I would just go to 20 minutes, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'll keep an eye on it though.
Okay. All right. So so we'll let that kind of do its thing, and then I think what we're supposed to do next is put kind of make the dressing.
Okay.
So we can go ahead and make the dressing and then just let it set aside while the corn cooks in the oven.
The vegan cashew mayo.
Cashew mayo, and I've got some right here that I made.
Oh, I didn't make mine yet, so I'm making it on here. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, I made some because, I made that tempeh bacon that we published recently, and Kevin wanted a tempeh bacon, lettuce, avocado, and tomato sandwich.
Yeah.
I made that for him.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and measure. Got a third cup of cashew mayo.
All right, guys. So I'm just showing you guys. So this is a cup of cashews raw. I'm gonna add that in there.
You got your NutriBullet.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna use for this.
Yeah, I love my NutriBullet. I've been making my mayos and dressing the Magic Bullet though, which is smaller. Just because I don't seem to go through the sauces as quick. You kind of have to, you have to eat these dressings and sauces within, I think, like 4 or 5 days usually. And so I don't go through them that quick. So I just make a smaller batch, um, but it's always better than the jarred or the bottled store-bought sauces and dressings. So,
Yeah.
and healthier too, because you're controlling the ingredients going in.
Okay.
All right, and then I've got some vegan cashew parm. Did you make your cashew parm yet?
Oh, I'm making everything on here.
Okay.
Vegan mayo. All right. So 1 cup of cashews, tablespoon of lemon juice.
That's good. All right. I'm gonna let you catch up. I'll slow down. So how was your day, Cersei?
Oh, busy, just running around.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I'm putting the 1 tablespoon of lemon juice in this, guys. And some apple cider vinegar.
So I heard I was gonna ask you, that movie we were talking about, From Food to Freedom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna go back and watch that one again. I think what was unique about that film was a documentary, and this is a documentary that Nelson Campbell, who is T. Colin Campbell's son, um, produced. And he's also the one that made Plant Pure Nations. And what's unique, I think, about this documentary versus some of the others that I've watched in the past is, they do this immersion program for 10 days, and then they do a 6-month follow-up to see if it's stuck. And it was pretty, it wasn't surprising, but I was also, I guess I was I was glad that he showed that sticking with this way of eating takes a lot of community and support,
Uh,
because a lot of people who started it and saw tremendous results, saw drastic reductions in their
yeah.
cholesterol, weight loss, and everything in just a short period, as quickly as 10 days, like 20% reduction in LDL bad cholesterol in just 10 days, and more. And then they went back to real life. So, okay, so let me just back up. All right. So everybody, like
I'm going to tag everyone because I think this is important to hear, Gigi. I'm going to go.
Okay. All right. Go for it. Yeah. Stand by. As we're waiting on Cersei to tag, you got to try that tempeh bacon, y'all. Danielsplate.com. It's good stuff. It's yummy in wrap,
Yep.
on salads. Okay, I'm chit chatting about the tempeh bacon because it is good, yummy. Okay, so let me take a step back. There's a documentary that recently came out called From Food to Freedom, produced by Nelson Campbell, who's the son of T. Colin Campbell, who most people, pretty much everybody in the plant-based community knows who T. Colin Campbell is. He wrote the China Study, which was very groundbreaking, and still recommended, still highly touted as a book around the role of eating plants or eating animals and this link to cancer or animal products, specifically dairy. And so anyway, so his son makes this movie and he brings basically 10 people together into a home. And this was like within the last few years because they mentioned the pandemic and everything. And it's in North Carolina. It takes place in North Carolina. They have a physician, a lifestyle medicine physician, who's kind of working with them, as well as like a chef, and so someone to kind of help with the cooking. So they bring these 10 people in. They all have type 2 diabetes, and varying scales of kind of their weight range. So you have some people who are overweight, up to perhaps being class 2, class 3 obesity. And and so they come together and they eat this whole food plant-based meal plan. They have little classes where they teach them things, and they, by the end of the 10 days, they have this like tremendous like results in their lipid numbers, in their glucose numbers, their insulin. Like one person came completely off of their insulin, another person reduced theirs by like 95%, and coming off a high blood pressure medication. So even though the focus was on diabetes, obviously, a lot of these conditions kind of come with other things like heart disease and whatnot. So by the end of the 10 days, everybody was just blown away at how much better they felt, how they lost this weight. And so they leave and they go back to their regular lives. And then 6 months later, they were checking to see where they were at. And so they profile each of the individuals. And there was one guy who definitely stuck with it. Like you could tell he was like, you could tell he lost a lot of weight after the 6 months. He was just very kind of like, this is my new life. He just ran with it and took ownership and went with it. But most of the other people said they were either mostly following it, partially following it, or completely fell off the wagon altogether. And there were varying reasons why they weren't keeping up with it. One of the big reasons why people fall off the wagon is they don't have that support. They don't have that community, that support. They go home, their spouse doesn't want to eat this, and so they kind of give up and say, I can't cook 2 meals, I'll just make one and we'll just go back to the way we were eating before. Or you have a situation where maybe there's some social pressures. And then there was also another situation with a woman who ran into some financial hardships. And so for her, and she even admitted, she said, I even have a food addiction. Is that your cashew? Oh, you're on mute.
Yeah, I think I might have to make it a little more, put a little more liquid in it though.
Oh,
Yours
okay.
pretty thick like this?
Yeah, I mean, it's mayo. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't tell how thick that is.
Yeah.
You are going to add lemon juice and stuff to it, but you might add a little water if you feel like it's too thick.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, so it just really drove home to me this importance of community, to be able to sustain a healthy lifestyle, because you can't necessarily always convince the people at home. Sometimes you can.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you can. Um, because when your environment, especially if you're struggling with emotional eating or food addiction, um, that you really kind of need that support. And so, I think that's one of the things that I am so grateful that we have that in Daniel Bridge to Healthy Living.
Yeah.
Because, it's a platform where people can actually, go to ask questions, say, hey, I'm struggling with this. What do you recommend? And if Cersei and I, yeah, we chime in for sure, but there are a lot of women in that group who've been there, done that, and can offer some really, really wonderful advice around, ways to overcome specific, barriers and issues.
Yeah.
So
it's a lifestyle, because you remember we're coming out of, you have to remember that unhealthy eating is also a community, whether you know it or not, right? And so you're surrounded by people at work, and you're surrounded by, bombarded at the cash register, you're bombarded at work, and so there has been a community, you're going to family reunions and everyone's doing, low country boils and whatnot, or whatever, or barbecues or whatever. And that has become a community and a culture and a way of coming together and all of that, and sharing recipes, and it's nostalgic. And so you now have to, recreate, because now you're going against that in a way, not in a negative way, but you're going down a different stream, you know what I mean? And so you need the community, you need to see other people who are doing it so you don't feel isolated, and and things like that. And that's what the Daniel Classic Bridge of Healthy Living is all about. It's knowing that, wait a minute, even if the people in my life, like you said, Gigi's not doing it, I have a tribe somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you with the cycling. Everyone doesn't have to cycle if you're a tennis player. Everyone doesn't have to sing on the choir. I have a love for music. But when you go to your choir practice, you're like, yeah, this is my tribe. And you come home re-energized to continue. Everyone in the house doesn't have to sing with you. But when it comes to food, there's a part of us that wants, you know what I mean? It's a little tricky. So we have to almost look at it like that, like how we do other areas of our lives.
Yeah.
Habits or hobbies or things like that. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah. So anyway, it's a great film. I recommend it. I think Food Revolution, so Ocean Robbins group, I think they helped to distribute the film. I think you can get it online for about $7. I went ahead
and we'll put the link. We'll add the link when we get off.
Yeah, it's worth watching. And I just want to give a special shout out to Marla for making us aware of it. Yeah. Thank you, Marla. So, ooh, my corn smells good.
Yeah, it's coming along quite nicely.
I still have 6 minutes, but it smells yummy. Like it smells exactly like roasted corn. So, yeah, that's nice. All right. So how are you doing, Cersei? You want to put the dressing together?
Did you already make your parm?
Yeah, I've got my parm right here.
Yeah, Gigi's ahead of the game. She prepped before the prep.
I did. I'm conditioned,
I'm a little off today with that, guys. I'm doing it right on the spot, but at least you get to see how, like, this is I'm using the raw almonds for, this is like a Parmesan. You know, you're used to just sprinkling Parmesan, and this is like a different way of doing it.
Yeah, yeah, and you can do vegan parm with almonds, with cashews. You could even use some pine nuts. You can combine the different, nuts together. So, different ways to do it. And it's really just that with a little bit of nutritional yeast. If you want, you can add a pinch of salt or something. You don't have to, but you can. So it's just super easy to make vegan parm, and it does look like Parmesan cheese.
Yeah,
I mean, hold it up to my camera.
oh wow, that looks just like it.
I mean, it does. It really does. And it tastes, I mean, when you're sprinkling it on pasta or something, in this case, we're going to use it in the Mexican street corn salad. But it's like, if you feel like you're having Parmesan cheese, but without all the saturated fat and casein and all that stuff. So, very cool. Right. Yeah, and so you just put those nuts into like a little blender and just grind them up. I do know, Cersei, that when you're making this, you do have to be a little careful not to over grind it, because then it turns into like nut butter that you spread on.
Yes, it's that careful balance there. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to grind it and then shake it up and grind it, but then watch it, like it'll turn into like a spread.
Wow. All right, guys, you guys are gonna watch this live in action.
All right.
Perfect.
You got this, Cersei.
Combination here.
Yeah, and you can add other stuff to it, but the simplest form is just nut and nutritional yeast.
Yeah. Did you put the Italian seasoning in it?
No.
Okay, I might not bother with that either. That's about a few more minutes on the corn.
Okay. Yeah, I've got 3 on my end. So.
Yeah, it's looking beautiful. The air fryer is not overdoing it.
Okay. Yeah. Is it you said 350 you put it at?
350.
Okay. Yeah, this smells so good.
Yeah. Today's 90 degrees, so I guess I could just eat it as a salad. Today's
Wow.
It almost felt absurd. Like, oh my gosh, summer's here this fast.
All right, I'm just going to show people, just when we talk about the prep before the prep, this is kind of what we do.
Student, guys, follow her lead.
So all that means is, you kind of get everything together so that when you come on to show people how to do it, you've got it all kind of, I think it's mise en place is the technical term. Everything in its place. So, you're on mute, Cersei.
Yeah, I think this is the texture.
That's the parm.
Almond. Did you use the almonds or the cashews?
No, I use cashews.
Yeah, this is with the almonds. So yeah, I think that's
it looks similar. Mine's a little bit lighter, but the almonds,
have darker skin.
Yeah, yep.
There you go. Look at that. 2 minutes, just almonds and nutritional.
Yeah. I think next time I'm going to try mixing up almonds, cashews, and pine nuts. I'm just, as I was saying that, I was thinking about, fiber fueled and getting a diversity.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is another way to sneak in some extra plants into.
I'm addicted to that grain bowl.
Oh, isn't that good?
Because the thing is, it's like, I almost feel like, why will I ever make one grain again? Like, that's where I'm at in life right now, because it's like, why would I make one when I could just put them all together? Like, and so I'm hooked. Like, I don't think I could ever make one grain again.
Yeah. And I love that recipe too. This is our ancient grains recipe on Daniel's plate.
We'll put a link in there for this one too.
Yeah, we'll put a link in it. And what's so amazing about that recipe, it's
Mhm.
breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Like it doesn't matter. You add it to your sushi salad. I've eaten it like a savory breakfast bowl.
Mm.
I've eaten it with my natto. I've eaten it with as like a porridge, like
Yeah.
a quinoa breakfast bowl, but with
Yeah.
multiple grains in it. So yeah, it's got 5 different grains, but you could actually add more or swap some out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna make it a point to make that swap it around, but just have a 5 grain agenda every week. You
I've
know?
got one. Let me grab mine. I've got one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is kind of what we're talking about. We meal prep these here. So these are 2 different ones. This one has millet, black rice, farro, buckwheats, and oat groats. And then this one has millet. I put wild rice in this one,
Yeah.
which that in and of itself has multiple grains in it.
Wow.
I've got, let's see, sorghum and what's the other thing in there? There's oat groats in this one too. I think that's farro. I can't remember, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So what you do with these is when you get ready to make them, you can shake them up and then put them into the Instant Pot, and you've got yourself, grains for the week, because it's basically 4 to 5 days worth of grains. So good, really great meal prep option there. All right, so my corn is done. Are you ready to make the dressing, Cersei?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So what? Let me see.
All right. So oh, you know what? The recipe says to remove the corn from the oven. So let me remove that because you want to let it cool for a little bit. So this is what it looks like. It smells so good.
Yeah. Mine looks pretty much just like that.
I'm like salivating over roasted corn right now. All right. So I'm going to put that down, let it cool. Okay. So the dressing.
What is the dressing?
All right. So it's the cashew mayo,
Mm-hmm.
the vegan parmesan, the lime juice, and the spices.
Okay. All right.
So
Bowl for that.
So I've got my cashews and parm in here. I'm going to add the lime juice. It's calling 2 tablespoons.
So let's see. How much cashew mayo?
A third of a cup of cashew mayo, third of a cup of the parm, vegan parm, and then 2 tablespoons of lime juice. I'm just gonna squeeze this lime in here because it's kind of small. It's about 2 tablespoons.
All right, so a third of a cup of mayo and the parm. Okay, the parm. And lime juice. Let's see how much lime juice.
I might need to grab another lime. The lime I had was kind of small.
Is it 2 tablespoons?
2 tablespoons of lime juice. Yeah. Yeah. I might thin it out with a little bit of water. So this is what it's looking like right now. Let me taste it. Ooh, that's smoky. Ooh. Okay.
All right, 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you're right. These limes don't squeeze out like lemons, I tell you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You have to fight tooth and nail to get it out.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a match. All right. So throw just a smidgen more lime juice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get another one.
All right.
So guys, we want to remind you that the boot camp is coming up in less than a month. So, you know, you want to get signed up for that. We're going to be offering a free, we're going to add a bonus of a meal prep cooking class onto that. So
Yep.
you're getting the recipe, we're going to be cooking, and so you're going to be actually able to answer, you know, talk to us because we'll be on a Zoom call together, cooking together, and things like that. So it's actually going to be really good.
All right. All right. So I am going to put my corn into a large bowl and then add the red onion, bell pepper, jalapeno, and cilantro. Let me see if it's cool. I hope it's cold enough. Just gonna shake it around here. I don't think I'm gonna do that yet. It's still pretty steamy, so I'm gonna let it cool down some more. But yeah, so this dressing is very smoky, and I already know it's gonna taste good because when I pair that up with the sweet corn, and then you've got the red bell pepper, the onion, the jalapeno to give it a kick. I already know I'm gonna love this. Haven't even pulled it all together.
Yeah, I already know by the ingredients. I don't even have to taste it.
I know.
I know that sounds bad, but
Well, you know what? We've been doing this long enough. We kind of know. We know up front. Yeah. So we've been doing this over 10 years each. So 20 years, over 20 years combined. We're kind of like.
So it's a half a teaspoon of chili pepper. I'm still a little behind.
Oh, okay.
Does this look familiar to you? This is the ranch gordo.
Ah.
Chili powder.
Well, you know what? That's what those are the black beans I made, the Rancho Gordo.
Ah, how did they turn out? Or you haven't tried it yet?
I haven't tried it yet.
Okay, so just the chili pepper and the.
You want garlic powder, smoked paprika. So 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and then
powder. Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, these black beans smell so good.
Oh, I can smell them from here.
So good. Oh my goodness. So the Cuban black beans are on danielsplate.com. You gotta look them up. They're amazing, 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 amazing. They've got a bay leaf, they've got some onion, garlic, they've got a little jalapeno in it, but you can take the seeds out if you don't like the heat. They are phenomenal. So I'm gonna try. Well, you know what? I don't know. Oh, you know what? I could just bring my phone over. I'll just bring because I've got it on a little stand here. So I'm going to show everybody what the black beans are here. They're right here, and then I've got some romaine lettuce that I'm going to throw on top of it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking with this meal tonight. It's going to be black beans, this corn salad, throw some romaine lettuce. You know how they do at Chipotle where you could throw some romaine lettuce on the top. So, and then I've got some avocado I'll probably slice up and throw in there too. So,
wow.
Whoo! Can't wait to eat. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Yeah, these beans look amazing. All right, so I've got the corn here. It's still a little hot. I'm trying to let it cool down. I'm trying to be patient, but you know, just It smells so yummy.
So you're putting it into a bowl?
Yeah, so you want to put the you want to let the corn cool for a little bit. So it says 5 to 10 minutes. I think it's probably been about 5 minutes since I took it out.
Okay.
And then you want to add the onions, the peppers, the jalapeno, pickled jalapeno, the red bell pepper, cilantro, red onion, and then you pour over the dressing and mix it together until it's all combined. So I think right now I'm just gonna nibble.
All right. So did you already transfer your corn or not yet?
It's in the bowl, but I haven't added anything else yet. Okay, let's grab another spoon. Yeah, so I'm excited about this boot camp, Cersei.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. I love what a difference it makes in people's lives, you know, like helping them with their health, and it's so exciting to see. Rewarding.
Yeah. So guys, if you haven't signed up, you want to make sure that you get involved. It's going to be 5 days. It's going to be virtual. So that means you could sign in from anywhere. You're going to get a meal plan. You're going to get everything you need to prepare. You're going to get devotionals. And you're going to be in a community of women. We know we talked a lot about community when Gigi was talking about that documentary. You're going to be in a community of women for those 5 days. So you're going to be able to connect with other women, like-minded women. And then we're going to go live every single night for the 5 nights. And we're going to get into the nutritional piece on, you know, what healthy looks like, what, you know, talking about the food. And then we're going to also get into why God wants you healthy, really give you the understanding for that.
Yeah, so there's a spiritual, faith-based piece, and men are welcome too. So we know it's a healthy Christian woman boot camp, but men are absolutely welcome. We'd love for you to join, and it's only $37, so it's not going to break the bank. And we're super, we love doing it. It's a lot of work, but it's so rewarding and energizing. So I'm going to show you what I've got so far. I've not mixed it together, but this is what it's looking like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's very colorful. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of toss these ingredients together. So kind of combine it, mix it all up. And then, so right now I would say it's warm. It's not cold, but it's not hot. It's like warm.
Like a room temperature almost? Or...
Yeah, maybe a little bit warmer, but that's okay. It smells really good, even before the sauce. All right. And so I've got my sauce here. I like to lick the beer. All right. And so after you make the dressing, you toss everything together, then you can add the dressing to the salad. And then you just want to stir it so that it's well combined. And again, the recipe's included. Should be in the description of this, wherever you're watching.
Yeah.
So I've got it in here. Now I'm just going to go ahead and mix it up here. Oh yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, I'll have to make something tomorrow to go with it. It's good.
Yeah, You know what? And the other thing that's cool about this salad is um, this would be great for like a picnic. You know, like if you're going or if you're going to the beach and you need a salad
Uh,
to take with it, but you know because it's you know you don't. The other thing is because there's no egg and animal products in it, you don't have to worry about like salmonella and keeping it at
Yeah.
a certain temperature or anything like that. Um, you know, this reminds me of a salad that I made for a kayak trip that I took back back when I was living in Mississippi on the bayou. There was like this 10-mile kayak trip, and I took a salad similar to this, but it was more like the quinoa salad that's in our
Yeah.
plate. But it just I put it in a Tupperware bowl and I had it in a plastic bag because I you know if I fell over or something I wanted to keep it protected so I could it wouldn't you know get lost to the alligators.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was totally fine because again there were no animal products in it. So
Right.
even though it was like you know in the middle of the summer in Louisiana when it's hot and humid and I'm on a 10-mile kayak trip, which doesn't take you know it takes a while. Um, you know, you could just like eat something like this, have something like this to kind of replenish those glycogen stores.
Yeah.
So, all right. So this is what it's looking like combined.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks very similar. Okay, I'm gonna taste it. Mm.
It's delicious.
Oh my goodness, that is so good.
Mhm.
Mm. Mm.
It's really
Wow, that is good. Mm. Okay, so I'm gonna make my plate.
okay. Mm.
See, we use this one here. All right, so I've dished up some Cuban black pepper. Then I'm gonna take some of this corn salad and just kind of put it on top. That and get a little more. It's really good. All right, and add
Okay.
some crispy, crunchy romaine lettuce.
Mm.
Look at you. Yeah, that looks good, Cersei.
Mm.
All right.
It's good.
Mm. I've got some avocado here. I'm gonna throw a little bit on there.
Mm.
Yeah, like it's about a quarter of an avocado.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
This is nice for a summer picnic, just like she said.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the winter and colder months, or even just in general, if you want to make it into a Buddha bowl, you can too. So it goes both ways. It's really good.
Very versatile. Yep.
Now, is this freezable?
No, it's not.
Not.
Mm-mm. But it keeps for about 5 days in the refrigerator.
Okay.
Yeah, this is yummy. Dinner.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This is really
Jane, we're sorry you couldn't make it. We miss you.
great dish.
I'm going to go to your website, Shane, and leave you a 5-star review for this.
Mm-hmm.
This is awesome. So, y'all check it out. Again, it's the vegan Mexican street corn salad at shaneandsimple.com. Pair it with Cuban black beans from danielsplate.com. And you got yourself a winner meal. I'm not going to say chicken dinner because I know. But this is absolutely phenomenal. So, mm, mm.
It's good.
All right. Anything else you want to say about the boot camp,
Don't
Cersei, before we sign off?
Guys, don't wait. We only need a little less than 3 weeks left. Sign up, get your seat, jump into the boot camp. Don't think about it. It's only $37 that can yield the biggest change in your life when it comes to your health. So jump into that boot camp.
Yep. Without your health, like, what do you have, right, Cersei?
Mhm.
Right. All right. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some.
This is good, guys. Look at that. On a summer day, spring's around the corner, guys. This is delicious. Absolutely delicious.
Yeah. So, thank you, Shane, for coming up with this. We'll reschedule. Ooh.
Oh, you're on an okay. You're coming on another one.
Had to sign off on this one here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I have my iPad here. All right.
We're off.
Not yet. I'm about to do it. Okay. Bye, everyone.